Most men do not struggle with intimacy because they lack desire. What many struggle with quietly is understanding. Understanding how a woman experiences connection, how her body responds to emotional safety, and how trust shapes everything that follows. When that understanding is missing, even a confident man can misread signals, overcompensate, or unintentionally create distance where he meant to create closeness. In my years of clinical experience, I have seen that intimacy is not a performance. It is not something you get right through technique alone. It is a conversation between two nervous systems, two emotional worlds, two people trying to feel safe enough to be open with each other. And when that safety is present, everything changes. Now, when a woman finds herself drawn to an older man, it is rarely just about age. It is about what age represents to her psychologically. Stability, emotional control, clarity, a sense that this man is grounded and not easily shaken by circumstances or emotions. She is not just attracted to him, she is observing him. And instead of stating her intentions directly, she often does something more subtle. She asks questions, not to play games, but to understand who he truly is beneath the surface. These questions may sound simple, but they carry deep psychological meaning. The first question she often asks is this: what are you really looking for right now? On the surface, it feels like a casual question. But what she is really assessing is clarity. She wants to know if you understand yourself, if you are grounded in your intentions, or simply adapting to please her. A man who lacks clarity will often give vague answers. He may try to say what he thinks she wants to hear. He may shift his words depending on her reactions. But this creates uncertainty. And uncertainty in a woman's mind reduces emotional safety. A mature man, on the other hand, does not rush this answer. He speaks calmly and honestly. He does not over-explain or try to impress. His words are simple, but they are consistent with his actions over time. And that consistency is what allows her to relax, because emotional safety is not built on perfect words. It is built on predictability. When your words, your tone, and your behavior align, trust forms. The second question she often asks is more subtle. It may come in the form of, how do you usually handle stress or difficult situations? What she is really asking is whether you can remain emotionally stable when life is not easy. Attraction is revealed in discomfort. When pressure appears, when things do not go as planned, how you respond becomes more important than anything you say. From a physiological perspective, stress activates the body's fight or flight response. When a man becomes reactive or withdrawn, it signals unpredictability, and unpredictability creates caution in her mind and body. But when a man remains composed, present, and emotionally regulated even in difficult moments, it tells her that she can trust his presence, that he will not collapse under pressure, and that he can hold space for her emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This is where many men misunderstand attraction. They believe it is about doing impressive things, but what sustains attraction is emotional intelligence. Your ability to remain grounded, your ability to listen, your ability to respond rather than react. I often remind men that women are not looking for perfection. They are looking for presence. They are not analyzing every word. They are feeling your consistency. Another important factor in intimacy is timing. A woman's emotional state directly influences her physical and psychological openness. If her mind feels stressed, distracted, or uncertain, her body will not respond in the same way. This is why communication matters. Not rehearsed communication, but genuine curiosity. Asking simple questions, listening without interrupting, adjusting your response based on what she expresses. These small things create a sense of being understood. There are many relationships where the issue is not lack of attraction, but inconsistency. When a man is present only when it is convenient and absent when life becomes demanding, it creates confusion. And that inconsistency weakens trust. But when a man learns to be steady, to show up emotionally even during stress, something changes. The relationship becomes more grounded, the connection becomes more secure, and her openness increases without being forced. Coming back to those two questions, what you are looking for and how you handle stress, understand that your answers are not just spoken, they are demonstrated. She is watching your behavior. She is observing your consistency. Do your actions align with your words? Do you remain calm when situations become uncertain? Do you listen without trying to control everything? These are the real answers she is looking for. When a woman is drawn to an older man, she seeks grounding. But if she begins to feel that she has to be the emotionally stable one, that attraction can slowly fade because the dynamic has shifted. This is why maturity is not something you perform. It is something you embody in your tone, in your patience, in your ability to stay centered. It does not mean you suppress your emotions. It means you regulate them. It means you can feel without becoming overwhelmed. You can express without losing control. And you can listen without needing to dominate the moment. That balance is what creates a sense of safety. The next time you are asked a simple question, do not rush to impress. Pause, be honest, be calm, and then allow your actions to reinforce your words. Because consistency is what transforms curiosity into trust, and trust is what allows intimacy to grow naturally without pressure. At the end of the day, intimacy is not something you achieve. It is something you build through awareness, through patience, through a willingness to understand. When you become a man who is emotionally steady, present, and self-aware, you no longer chase connection. You create the conditions for it. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from and what time you are usually online so I can connect with you at the right moments. Because becoming a better partner is not about doing more. It is about understanding deeper, and that is where everything begins.